In this video, I'll be helping you with the ALEKS problem type called rationalizing a denominator using conjugates, variable and denominator. And in the instructions here, we can see that we are rationalizing the denominator. So we want to get rid of this radical in the denominator. And we can tell from the title that we'll be using conjugates. And here, recall that the conjugate of a minus b is a plus b, and likewise the conjugate of a plus b is a minus b. And the reason that this is important is because whenever we multiply conjugates, the result is the first term squared minus the second term squared, and these squares will help us get rid of the square root. So in this example, to rationalize this denominator, I need to multiply the denominator by its conjugate, which would be 4 square roots of w plus 1. And of course, if I multiply the denominator, I must also multiply the numerator by that same value. And here we can multiply straight across on the top and bottom. For the top, I'll leave it as 5 times 4 square roots of w plus 1 for now, to see if anything cancels. And in the denominator, since we have the conjugate, I know that the result will be the first term squared, so 4 square roots of w squared. Squaring the 4 would give me 16. Squaring the square root of w gives me just w. Next we have a minus. And then the last term squared. Here the last term is just 1, so 1 squared is 1. And I left this 5 just in case I could factor something out of the denominator and possibly cancel. But since there's nothing to factor out of this denominator, I should go ahead and distribute the 5. So 5 times 4w, 20 square roots of w. And then 5 times 1 plus 5, and our denominator, 6w minus 1, is now rational. There are no radicals in the denominator, and we've simplified as much as possible.